The game actually crashes if you try to do a movement glitch. You are not allowed to do a movement glitch in this game. Yeah, only SF2 is programmed that well. Maybe tonight? Oh, not tonight. I don't really do late night streams. I'm on a very much an AM schedule. Up at 0600 and then bed by 10. Or 2200. Only SF2 is programmed that well. Or that poorly, since clearly those movement glitches were not intended to be a thing. I mean, maybe it was intended to be one thing. Well, I don't know what what time zone are you in? 4 p.m. I don't know what time zone that is, but I'm gonna be in the middle of this run, so I don't really like impromptu races. If you really want to do a race, you gotta set it up. Plan it. About noon to our mountain time. Yeah, so that'll be 5. So no, I mean, I'm gonna be in the middle of this run, and I'm not gonna want to run this game back to back. I'll have to decline that one. I'm not gonna. I'm either gonna be in the middle of the run, or that would be me running it back to back. I just did a 9.5 hour stream yesterday. I'm not doing another one. Not doing another 9 hour stream day, back to back. Ugh. Thursday. I'll have to see. I'm not sure if I can do Thursday. Responsible, right? Responsible adult. That's why yesterday on Sunday or Monday, got my days messed up. Monday, yesterday, yeah. Ty and I were very responsible adults. No, there really is nothing responsible about running 100% Shining Force 1. So much to do. So much to do makes it so long. But, I mean, this next Sunday, I'm tentatively planning to do my FF6 thing on Sunday. That might end up being a slightly longer stream. Because that step challenge is not short. Will I run SF2 next? Well, I've done an SF2 100% run. And I had different requirements. I was talking to Ty about maybe doing the same Shining Force 1 requirements for Shining Force 2. Can't say that I'd be looking forward to it because those myth rolls, yeah, you know, part of what I did for the one, my definition of the 100% was simply finding all of the mithrils, not getting all of the mithril weapons, because to get all the mithril weapons would be so time-consuming, so tedious, and ultimately really pointless. You know, in Shining Force 1's case, like, we were picking up a lot of pointless items, but it didn't add, like, a lot of time to the run. But in Shining Force 2, to get all of those useless items, we're talking massive amounts of time. But it's not 100% without them. Well, exactly. See, so that's why, for my definition, I didn't include it. And my definition, frankly, had more things in it than most people would even have included. I really want Windy to outturn that bat, which is why I used the Protector. Using Blaze on a ship? What, you don't think that's responsible? Am I playing on an emulator? Yes. I do all of my streaming on emulators. There we go. There's 2 tack. That's already better. I do all of my streaming on emulators because it's way easier for me. And in the case of the Sega CD, I don't actually have that console. Did I get book 3 to work? Yeah, I did. Why, were you not able to? My god. Shade is sleeping, which means I can't actually kill this bat, and that's a horrible level up for Nick. Did you find the hidden item? Did you find the hidden item in chapter 1 in book 2? Do you have your emulator set to perfect sync? You have to have the emulator set to perfect sync. All right, so we didn't get Nick to 3, and Nick didn't get a +2 attack, so this is not as good. You're welcome, Adler. I've not heard about that working for book 3. I couldn't get book 2 to work without having perfect sync. Johnny, thanks for the 5 bits. Always appreciated. I'm sure it probably is. Now I can stream 9 hours because I'm making money. Oh, a whole 5 bits, which is what, 5 cents? So much money. Well, that's really unfortunate. Apis outturned Wendy, so Apis is now moving 1 less space, which is going to cause some issues. But I also can't just send Nick over there willy-nilly because Wendy actually has more attack than Nick does. Back in your day, 5 cents could buy you 5 pieces of candy. Back in my day. All right, still no 2s for Nick. Oh, for heaven's sake. So Apis has outturned Wendy twice, which is really causing me some issues right now. Are you asking me or are you asking Johnny? Johnny is 420. That's why he's got the numbers on his name. Oh, that's not good. What else could the 420 possibly mean? It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Oh, for heaven's sake, Nick. You gained attack. That guy's staying on a 0% tile. I have a pretty old stream for the most part, Adler. A lot of my viewers are in their late 20s, 30s. In order to appreciate Shining Force, one must grow up with Shining Force. Okay, so Apis has gotten 2 +2s. A voice of a 12-year-old. Are you still waiting for the balls to drop? 26 ain't too bad. I am 29. Alright, so we've recovered. We're probably not going to save nearly as much time as I want to on this battle, just because those really poor level ups. No, it's okay. That still happens to everybody. I just blame like emotion. You're so excited. Why don't you guys leave Nick alone, you big boys? Alright, Johnny, that sounds good. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Alright, so I think we can get everyone to 5, which is always a good start. Yeah, 8 damage roll. But there's her 5, so that's always cool. There's Nick's 5. There's a plus... Wow, he got 2 attack, 1 defense. That was it. Like the smallest level up ever. Whoa, what happened to your attack there, Apis? Why are you only doing 4? Or 6, rather. Well, what's going on over here? We gotta cast Blaze because I don't want Wendy to kill it. Because I want Apis to kill it. There we go. Jeez, he's gotten more +2s than last time, but he only hit that door for like 6. But here, see now, we can kill the bats effectively. So you gotta get enough +2 attacks, otherwise you can't kill the bats. Alright. We managed to get everyone at 5. Which is important, and like I said, getting those +2 attacks is really important. I don't know why Nick's going so slow. It's possible that, you know, he didn't get, like, speed on one of those levels. Boy, it seems like Nick is just not going to go before these enemies. That's kind of bad, actually. What's my favorite casual and speedrun? Shine Force 1. Probably for both categories. There's just a lot about that game that's very pleasurable and easy, and I don't necessarily need a long epic story. Yeah, bats. Oh, come on, Cray. That's not good. There's really no reason for that. Like, I never see that bat out turn Cray. Except today. Well, we got a quickness, so that helps. What up, House Grand? I mean, if we do, we do, but I mean, right now I'm just looking at PB. Alright, I don't know. Alright. Oh yeah, I know, it's a super sweet game. Oh, so Cray actually got the quick chicken. How cool is that? How neat is that? Oh, good. The power of the punch. Ooh, yeah, of course. Oh my god, he got a quickness too. Wow. You've always preferred SF2? Yeah, it's not difficult to see why people would enjoy SF2. It's a technically superior game. But the story is really long, and for me, like I said, I don't always need a real long story. You know, I also there are aspects about the game that I just don't care for as much, like Shining Force 1. Shining Force 2, your team builds a lot more slowly, which is fine. But if you're looking to play the game differently, then it really doesn't promote that play style because you're so restricted on what you can get. Wow, Ape has got another +2. This guy is off the chain. And in Shining Force 1, you get so many people so quickly, which makes it really easy to decide who you want to use, and you can personalize your team right away. In Shining Force 2, you don't get another caster, like you don't get another magic user or healer until basically the halfway point. So that like really sucks. Also, I really like magic, and Shining Force 2 magic feels so underwhelming. Probably because it is. If he kills it, he kills it. If he doesn't kill it, it's fine. Okay. Because I want... It's like, I really would like Cray to get this dwarf kill. Well, yeah, the magic in SF1 is a bit broken because the enemies don't get very much health, but in SF2 you have the opposite problem. The enemies get too much health, and your magic doesn't progress very quickly by the time that you can actually utilize it. So, you either have overpowered magic, or you have massively garbage magic. I thought Sword of Hyjia was a very good balance of how the magic can work, because the magic is very powerful. You need the magic to be powerful because the enemies get so much health, and the magic works overpowered for both sides. Having Blaze 3 be the big Bolt 2 targeting or Freeze 3 doing like Bolt Freeze 4 damage in a Bolt 2 AoE is really overpowered, but it's overpowered for both sides and is kind of necessary due to the high health pools. So like in SF2, like, because Gaiden just is not a good caster unless you make him a sorcerer, and like, but even then he still really struggles. And if you get Tyron, like, Tyron doesn't get Freeze 4 until he's basically level 40. Which, like, realistically, by that point you're fighting enemies that have 70 or 80 health. Probably even more than that. So it's just like, magic just feels so underwhelming and almost like a second thought. And they could have made magic better by making utility spells be a lot better. And they tried, but it still doesn't really work. Sword of Hyjia is book 2. This is book 1. This is to the root of evil. It's nice to see Apis doing so much damage, but he's gotten a lot of +2s, which is really good. Cray has also gotten all +3s. When they remade Sword of Hyjia onto the CD, they killed it because they redid how the magic works, but they didn't change hardly any of the other stats. So it made your casters feel even worse than in Shining Force 2. See, and I like having magic. Like, that's part of the fun of playing a fantasy game, is to play with magic users, or to play with monsters and, you know, creatures of different species and whatnot. I don't want to say it's always boring to play as a human, but like, there's only so many ways that you can have somebody attack an enemy and make it different and unique. You know what I mean? Be it if you're attacking with a spear, a sword, an axe, or a flying sword, you're attacking something. So like, to make something different makes it really interesting. Too many centaurs? Well, yeah, Shining Force 1 has a lot of centaurs, but some people feel that's actually a plus. Daria, who did a video recently talking about Shining Force 1, actually said, oh my god, he's one-shotting things left and right. Now, with the Bronze Lance, he leaves it at 2 hit points. Come on, Apis. Why you gotta do this to me? She loves centaurs, so she loves having so many centaurs in the game. I think having a lot of centaurs gives a lot of variety. Because they're, for the most part, they're all fairly unique. You've got knights that are better if you want to grind them out. You've got knights that are better if you don't want to grind them out. You know? You don't feel like playing a long, repetitious game? Well, good. You don't have to. Well, yeah, and see, and that's another aspect of the game that they probably should have fixed. But to their credit, before every single one of those horrible battles, they generally give you a new character that helps specifically for that battle. Think about 3-2. Who do you get right before 3-2? You get 2 Birdmen, and you get Xylo. The characters are those, like, they're definitely being intended, like, here, use these characters right now, because guess what? They're really good. And admittedly, they could have made some of those things, you know, a little stronger, you know. But like I've said before, and like I've written in my character guide, like if you're taking Balbs and Ammon and you're running them into skeletons, you're not going to have a very good time, and that's also not how they're intended to be used. I mean, you think about any actual strategy behind fighting a battle, why would you send your super stealthy bird guys into their frontliners? That doesn't make any sense. You got to send them around to take out the back lines. I really hope. Oh, actually, I guess we'll just let Apis do this. Yeah, Shining Force 1. People say and harp a lot on different things about Shining Force 1, but everything in Shining Force 1 that most people are harping on, those were intentional decisions by the game designers to force you to play smarter. Enemies didn't move and were really strong because you had to be smart about it. You couldn't just charge into battle. You can't just charge into the marionette battle. You're going to get punished and obliterated. The dolls do magic. The dolls have a lot of life. The dolls hit really hard. You have to stop and kind of plan out how you want to go through things. Well, I don't think that mage will come over here, but if he does, man, we're in a lot of trouble. Now, you've got really bad terrain battles, but like I said, they give you a lot of characters that are really good at those. You've got your Birdmen. You've got Xylo. You also have the archers. The archers are undeterred by trees. So yeah, admittedly, the archers are not the strongest characters in the game. You know what? We're just going to have to do this. For the experience. Perfect. Because I'm pretty sure Wendy can kill it. And, oh yeah, and Gunts. Yeah, how could I forget about Gunts? Gunts is a perfect example. He literally mows through the terrain. Shining Force 1 rewards all of your strategy and thought process. Also, you get a lot of really powerful characters that come to you really weak. You have to, like, decide how much do I value this character versus how much do I really want to put time and energy into it. I mean, they have Arthur. Arthur defines that category. He's the strongest knight in the game. He's one of the best characters in the game. And he also requires you 20/20 him, or else, you know, you're never going to want to use him because he's horrible. So Shining Force 1 also really rewards the grinding aspect that a lot of people really enjoy about these games. And that's not to say Shining Force 2 doesn't have the same grinding aspect, because by God it does. You got so many more levels. But the process by which you grind in Shining Force 2 feels a lot worse because it's so much harder to grind because there's just not the enemy pool to sustain the grinding. You know, in Shining Force 1, they give you these robots. The robots give you 48 experience for killing them until you're like level 40 promoted, which is way past when you actually even are getting stats anymore. In Shining Force 2, there's no such way to do that. And in fact, Shining Force 2 takes it a step further by throwing the chessboard battle at you, which is filled with way too strong enemies that do way too much damage, and you can't even grind off of them, because by the time you're level 5 promoted, you stop getting experience. So see, everything builds off of each other. Just making sure that nothing's dropped yet. I didn't think anything had dropped yet. I just wanted to be 100%. So that's kind of a long rant. Sounds like I could make a pretty sick turn-based RPG. I would love to make a Shining Force 2.5 that is a true conclusion to Shining Force 1 and Shining Force 2, because Shining Force 3 and a lot of the games that came out there afterwards don't feel like a good, worthy conclusion to this series. This kind of gameplay is what Shining Force is, and you know they changed too much aspects of it. It makes me sad. I mean, Shining Force is an example of one of those games. It's as hard and as complicated as you, the player, want to make it. Because if you don't want to have a really tough time, then you can mindlessly sit back and just farm up your team until they're like never gonna die ever because they're so strong. Or you can try to play through the game without repeating battles, which is generally how they probably intended the game to be played. I really hope that Apis got the Turbo Pepper. As he was killing that thing, I realized I didn't check his inventory to make sure that he had space. Okay, good. Right, we're gonna let Nick kill that. Nick really needs some experience, so... How's Apis doing? Man, Apis is, like, killing it. Yeah, he's gotten a lot of +2s. This is the best Apis I've had in a long time. Nick, on the other hand, is a steaming pile of terribleness. Well, House Grind, thanks for the 5 bits. Much appreciated. Nick refuses to get +2 attack, so this is a really weak Nick. I really want Nick to get this kill, but I'm worried about Nick's, like, speed issue. Oh, who else? Somebody else got the arrow to drop, I guess. She did. Even if Apis falls here, he gets revived at the end of this battle, so not a big deal. Man, Cray is killing it. Yeah, see, Nick is too slow and not doing enough damage. Yeah, the game auto revives at the end of each chapter. All right. On the whole, we could be actually further ahead. We were further ahead last time, but it's okay. Because right now, we really need 2-3 and 2-4 to go really well. Who's the better one? Oh, Claude by far is better than Shriek. But as I say in my character guide, Shriek's still good. He's just not Claude. Yeah, no, they're both solid. It's just that there is definitely a better one. And, Claude is the better one. Sure. All right. So we really want to get this +4 attack right away. Nice. Double 4. All right. Should probably have Wendy give Cray her Angel Wing, at least until Cray gets the Speed Ring later. Oh yeah, you guys just go this way. See, so like what I was saying before, see, we just picked up Claude, and now look at this battle. Isn't there an awful lot of trees all around? It's really annoying and hard to walk. Well, we just got this brand new character who flies. Were there exceptions to all those things? Of course there were. The 2-1 desert battle in Chapter 2 is a perfect example of a battle where they needed to probably change something about it. But that being said, the fact that they have the mountains in there does require you to decide, how do I want to approach this battle? Do I want to go head straight on? Do I want to go above? Do I want to go to the left? And the fact that if you go to the left, you can avoid triggering and clumping those enemies suggests to me that they intended for you to discover that secret, and by doing so, take the path of least resistance. You go to the left. Less enemies, easier time. Oh yeah, you still have the spear equipped. Unfortunately, alright, here we go. So Nick can attack this, and then Claude will be able to clean it up. So I'm not 100% if Claude would have been able to do 10. Like, on paper, he probably should, but... a lot of things on paper that don't really happen. I'm just gonna let somebody else take it. Not Trey. I do actually want to heal him. Perfect. Thanks, buddy. Ick. We need to see Claude get a couple +2s. Actually, go to this side. Ah, see? 8 damage, so... in theory, he should probably do more, but... we do what we do. Nick is king of getting these +1s. So again, like, Claude probably should kill it, but I'm going to just set it down to 4 so that Claude for sure kills it. There is it. Oh my God. 2, 2, 2, 1. That's a hell of a level. Very good. That's unfortunate, little gremlin. Sorry to hear about that. Just do that. If Nick had gotten some +2s, that thing be dead. Just saying. Adler, thanks for the 500 bits, man. Very much appreciated. I mean, Nick's pretty resilient, but oh my God, Craig got another +3 attack. Dude, this guy is just off the chain right now. Now Claude got a 2 defense, not a 2 attack though. Well, this is going to help in this little lineup here. Alright. We'll let Claude kill the brass loader and then we'll be out of the battle. Brutal! Guy just set ablaze. God, they really hate Mayfair. feel like I actually want to move Apis to the left and down. Is it worth it to get Nick Blaze 2 so that we can return a Blaze 2 on the 2 enemies? Probably. Would have preferred if Wendy had gone before, so that Claude could have gotten the kill, but... Well, there's a +2 attack for Nick. Not nearly enough of them, but... I mean, it might be a little bold leaving Apis over there, because the animations in this game are really long, and you generally want to kill things right away. This rat man is running away from me. Ah, there we go. Alright, we got another +2 attack on Claude. Yeah, Apis has gotten a lot of +2 attacks. The rat man would rather run away than fight Apis. Nice, Wendy. Well, that's not good, Trey. So this will be set up so Claude can kill. We still want to try to get Claude up 11 because that's just an extra attack for him. God, this stupid bat. I really can't. I mean, both Cray and Apis have missed this thing. All right, we gotta get some. We gotta have some people close. 82. Okay. Cray actually needs to get a kill. Apis and Claude are both a good kill away, also, or a good hit. Alright, so there's Apis' 11. Not worried about getting him to 12. We're not worried about getting anybody to 12. We're just worried about getting everybody to 10. And then for the people who have the extra experience, we don't want to waste it. Mainly Claude. Another +3 attack for Cray. Good gravy. Alright, go Nikki. Let's say if Nick gets to kill the Dark Priest, that's actually gonna level him. So, I mean, we leveled Claude from 6 to 10. Claude got 2 +2s, I think. And then 11. So fairly average. What's up, Severin? Thank you for the good luck. This is right about where the run starts to get really hard. Because these next couple battles are like the 3 battles that I'm like the most uncertain on. Also, this time I can remember to buy Cray his new weapon, because I definitely forgot to do that on my last run. Which really wasn't that big of a deal, but... Alright. Well, that was a first try plus 4. Of course we weren't missing an item. Alright. Thank you for the good luck, we're cool and welcome. This run's feeling pretty solid? Yeah, I would have to agree. We only had to reset one time for a plus 4, so that's really good. The freedom to discard items. Yeah, it stinks when you have to hang on to items for the sake of hanging on to items, that's for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and just attack this thing. Boy, that's awkward. It's also very awkward. Okay, well. I don't know why everything had to outturn Wendy. Because the zombie is pretty much an exclusively Claude-only kill. Go for it, zombie. What's up, even sir? Thanks for the good luck. No. Go for it. Wendy doesn't really need experience anymore, so that's why. Like, Wendy exists to help secure kills. Let's see. Like, a zombie's worth a bunch of experience. Well, let's do this. You definitely run the risk of poison. But, like, Claude really needs to kill the zombies. Nice. Stock. Nice. Oh, get it. Get it to attack! Alright, I'm gonna actually have Mayfair heal herself. This is actually working out fairly well. She tanks so that Stock can shoot them down. That's actually kind of really kind of nice. Boy. So, boy. It's like that Master Mage can come down, and I really don't want it to hit multiple people with Blaze 3, because that... Oh, good. Because that spell hurts. I think we're going to just steady up right here. Tee. Alright, there's our 3 attack. Let's go ahead and put Wendy here. You can stay there. You should be fine. You may not be fine. You took a lot more damage than I thought. Master Mage can't reach. Awesome, we can trap and isolate the Dark Priest. Okay, there we go. Everything went better than expected. Ooh. Cray takes a fair bit more damage. Nick is also taking a fair amount of damage. So these rat flies are great for stock because they don't really give experience to our team, but he does. I mean, look at that. He has 44 experience from attacking them. All right, so we really need to kill the Master Mage because it's really dangerous. Let's go there. What up, Bavisto? Oh my god, Claude killed it. What a beast! Yes, kill this. It's attacking Cray. I don't want Cray to be getting attacks. Go for that. Cray will punch a whole... He will punch the whole enemy. Ah, good. I was really hoping something would kill... No, it's okay, House Grand. I totally get it. How'd the rest of the run go yesterday? It went pretty good, Angorior. The whole run is available on YouTube. I did upload it. It is available for watch. The audio is a little bit messed up. I never realized that the audio was having a problem, but... Yeah, that's a pretty succinct summary, House of Grind. Oh, we did not get a +3 there. That's unfortunate. We gotta stay awake, Angorior. That's the point. To watch great runs, one must stay awake for the entirety of the great run. No, that's fair. If you had to work a long time, that's understandable. There we go. So look, we got stock to 7. We've done so much better this time. Oh, come on! Go, Clyde. So Wendy and Apis have my antidotes. Work to live, don't live to work. I say that's probably fair. Alright. I've decided that the way that I want to approach this battle is we're going to pick up the quick ring with Claude towards the end of the battle. I think this is going to be the easiest way to do it. Time loss. Yeah, but we do a few more things this time around that are a little bit slower, so that's going to probably always be a battle like that. By taking the time to save and use the items on the Claude, as well as to feed Claude specifically. Yeah, I think... Well, here, I guess what we can do... Because he doesn't really need to fight zombies anymore. It's not your fault, Sunzir. Sunzir. Because Claude doesn't necessarily get all that much experience from the zombie and the Dark Priest right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick up the speed ring with Claude. Because Claude needs the speed ring for next battle. There we go. Because both Apis, Cray, and Nick really need to all level to 2 because they all get big defense level ups, which are pretty significant. Look at that. 3-1-2-3-1. My god, that's a phenomenal level up. We need Claude to get all the way across the battlefield by the time we're ready to kill the Master Mage. Alright. That looks like Cray can kill that. Yeah, see, 3-3, so... Perfect. He can actually reach. That worked out pretty well, I'd say. No. That's one experience at a time. No, 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 no. Jogurt's the real MVP. Can't deny that Jogurt was pretty important. All that time saved on Tao's animation. No, Jogurt does not gain stats, nor does he level up. Does that confuse the AI by having all Jogurt rings? No. What would be cool is if by equipping the Jogurt ring, you took on his characteristics, as in you gained super evasion as well as resisted magic, but no, just turns him into a gerbil. Yeah, go ahead, that's fine. To be honest, if we get a bunch of people wiped out here because of Blaze 3, actually not that big of a deal. Because everybody gets revived at the end of the chapter, and in the next battle, I need just Claude, so... Yes. Do it. Make them pay. God, I didn't know Wendy resists Blaze, but apparently she does. Where the heck is that brass gunner thing going? That thing's like flying totally not in the direction it should be going. Oh, wow. The hatred. Gray says, ow. Oh, come on. God, those things are going to, like, cost me a lot of time. But I needed Claude to kill that thing. Yeah, you can kill it. Kabam! Alright, this ought to get Nick the kill now. Clearly, I would rather have Stock not died, because Stock actually still gets some experience here, but it's fine. Where is that guy going? They have a plan. They must. They got something devious up their butts. The other freeze animation? What's the other freeze animation? That skeleton didn't even attack. Oh, Claw. Oh my god, Claw didn't level. Oh, Shine Force 1. Ditto that. I can't believe Claw did not level. Oh my god. Alright. Wow, Claude is fast. Actually, I think since Stock's dead, I don't think we're even gonna worry about fighting these things. Well, this is a snipe. That's why I was like not worried at all about people dying. For some reason, you thought Claw was a knight, and then I kept seeing his name as Apex. That's funny. It is Apis, yes. That was part of the joke. You want me to inject marijuana in my eyes? Of course. Alright, so this time I'm going to make the save because last time we got mega burned and canceled the run, so... We're also, like, way, way worse, so... This is like a much better time. Well, that's another banging level up for Nick. There's level 5. There's 3 attack. We should get this. Even if the mage casts Blaze 3, which it shouldn't, Claude is likely to outturn this dude, but there... He meleeed. So apparently, whatever I did on Sunday just caused all kinds of problems. Watch him do less now. I hope not. This is a stronger Claude, and this is consistent with what a stronger Claude should be able to do. Bam! Sub 5 pace? You mean sub 4 pace? Alright. Whoa! The gold! The second gold! So many golds. Back-to-back golds. It's so curious, because we know how strong Edmund is. If he really recognized Nick, he should just kill him now. Actually. And that's why we need a strong cloud. Oof, You're actually one-shotting these time. Oh wait, I need you. Well, Cray is fine. His defense is not perfect, but I mean that's Cray. Ooh. I'm actually glad he didn't kill it because it's a lot of experience, and I'd really like Apis to get some of that. Actually, you can kill this with a spear. You really like this battle? Yeah, I like this battle. See, Claude needs to kill Lizardman. Get to the chopper! Stock. Well, Sig is deader than dead. Yeah, these things love double attacking. Ooh. Oh, seriously, Nick? Why are you attacking before Yisha attacks? You do realize that Yisha casts this slow spell, right? Ah. Rip Mayfair. Ooh, the dodge! Mayfair's like, ah. That's unfortunate. That's better. That's how the damage ought to look. Rip Shade. Oh, Mayfair, you in trouble. Oh no, Wendy. Oh no, Wendy. Look at it, the last Pegasus Knight will take her out. Take her out. All these deaths intentional? Yeah. Everyone that you see alive on screen right now, except for Wendy, is supposed to still be alive. Wendy's magic is pretty pointless from here on out. Like, the sleep spell's, like, kind of meh. Like, even if Yisha dies, it's fine. Because we got several snipes in a row. Oh, come on, Apis. Why do you suck so much? I don't really want to put Nick over there next to that Master Mage. Okay, good. Alright, we gotta get stock one more level. We haven't really gotten very many +2s, but... Actually, just kill Nick. I mean, we're gonna kill these two Pegasus Knights with... Isn't this battle a snipe? No. No, this battle is not a snipe. It's a clear all. Boy, I don't know if Nick does 25 damage. Or 13 damage. Oh! He tried. Oh, that's not good. I don't know why Apis... This is what's so mysterious about Apis. keep in mind that this is one of the strongest Apices we've had in a long time, and his damage just like it's as if he just stops. It's not. It's like his damage recedes, like a hairline or something. The numbers go up, but his damage goes down. Nick just hasn't gotten a new weapon since the end of Chapter 1, so we can't really blame him. Right, right. Blaze, they get Blaze 3, and we're like, woohoo, sleep. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Ooh la la, Claude! Look at that damage. All right, Nikki, kill it. To be fair, Mercool, the enemy actually had Blaze 3 several battles ago. Grab Domingo? Yes, of course. For chest purposes? Well, no, we just want Domingo because he's strong. Wow. Stock has 1 experience point. He just got to level 10. Oh. Alright, that's fine. In this game, Gaiden is actually decent. Alright. In Sword of Hyjia, Gaiden is the worst character in the game, but in this game, Gaiden is actually decent. You can equip rings on him. He is like Geralt? Nah, Geralt's better. But he's not bad. Doesn't make a cut for speedrun? Well, right. He doesn't fly. How big of an upgrade? It's fairly large. There's no longsword in this game. This is also the last time that Stock gets a new weapon. Oh, for heaven's sake, Claude. But there is a crit sword? Well, yeah, that's next battle. That's the best weapon for Claude. Yeah, spear! That 1 damage doink. Because for some reason Claude didn't kill it. Good luck with that, Bow Rider. Nick's fairly tanky, and he's got boost on him. Oh, come on! Whatever. Well, it's interesting. He's casting boost, but they already have slow established, so I'm not 100% what's going to happen there. What happens when you boost a slowed target? Don't do it. Don't you block Gaiden. Okay. No, I understood you, Mercool. He's a magic creature. Oh my god, you guys! How do we leave an enemy at 2 hit points? Oh, this is really bad. There's enough magic up there to kill one of them, and if it's Claude, it really sucks. I know! Like, well, no, Apis did a normal, appropriate amount of damage for Apis. Claude really dropped the ball. I don't think they can kill all of them. But there's enough magic to kill one of them. Hopefully the sorcerer goes after Gaiden. Well, the lizard man will kill Gaiden, so never mind. Yeah, see? So Claude is probably dead. Which means Apis will have to finish off this guy. No, it's not Rip. Apis won't die. It's just, like, we could have ended the battle, so we're losing, like, 3.5 minutes of all of this nonsense. All because the 2 of them combination couldn't do enough damage. There's who inflicts sleep. Oh. Well, the gargoyles can put people to sleep if they melee. The worm's poison. But the gargoyles can cast Blaze. So we saved 2 minutes there, but we didn't even gold split, even though we were doing a snipe. Because of that lack of damage. And that's just so sad, because this is, like I said, this is like the strongest Apis I've ever had. And we still weren't able to do it. But to be fair, we did not get the priest to move. I don't know what causes the priest to move versus not move. The egress strat? I know, right? But apparently it's actually faster. So Claude is at 69 attack. He needs to have 70. Which means we probably will just have to save reset for this Minotaur kill. What I'd be curious is if this still comes out to be a gold split. Like, is it faster to grab the critical sword, aggress, and then finish the battle as opposed to just fight the battle? Because I wanted to see if there was a way to get the critical sword and fight. But it does look like it's going to be faster. Maybe by about a minute. It was actually faster by a little over 30 seconds. Right, I know. So it's faster to do it this way because you have so many less animations. It still makes me wonder if you could still do it the other way. Because we'd have such a stronger Claude. But that is for another day. Oh, Kashing does have a power spear that I can give to Apis if I feel like it. Gosh darn it. I tried not to move Claude to get blazed, but oh well. I bought him a healing seed specifically for this purpose. Although, I'm probably just going to have him kill the gargoyle instead. I remember this so much. Well, it's just because the Minotaur is standing in 30% terrain, so like, you basically have to get, you have to save and reset until Claude just one-shots it. Because if he doesn't kill it, the bishop will use a shower of cure. So, like, you have to just save and reset for it. Does Claude equal Peter? Kind of. I mean, he's definitely the game's Peter. He's not nearly as good as Peter. Nobody is. There's not really a character in any of the Shining Force games that comes close to defining the speedrun as much as Peter does for Shining Force 2. Well, it's not so much. I mean, Peter, he's not really broken. It's just the way that he's designed. Peter doesn't use a weapon, which means that all of the boosting effects that exist in the game give Peter infinitely more damage as compared to everybody else because he doesn't use a weapon. And since you get attack raised off of that spell based on your base attack power. Yeah. Need a double, need a critical, or need a good hit. Because if you level people up equally, Peter's attack doesn't get that much higher than everybody else. Like, it's still, like, the highest in the game, but it's not so much higher. But when he has 150 attack and you use the attack spell on him, he's getting, like, 60 attack. Nobody else gets that much value off that spell. Such a shame that the powering comes after this snipe. Oh, I know, right? That's not what I wanted to hit. Oh, I know. He needs 75 attack for this battle. We've not really gotten all of the perfect levels. It's really hard to have enough attack, so it really kind of comes down to just more or less getting a crit or a double. There we go. They're killing one Guardiana captive for every soldier we kill. It's a good thing that we're just killing the leaders of all the battles. Maybe faster to take Domingo for this snipe? No. No, it 100% won't be. Because Domingo can't make it up there. It takes Domingo like 5 turns to reach. Just realized that caching is still alive. Yeah, he is float. Oh, come on! I hit the C button, not the B button. No, caching's giving the power spear to Apis. I should have replaced Apis, or caching rather. What's scary here is that all of my antidotes are on Wendy. Who's dead. I also want Claude to kill these brass gunners because they give lots of experience. Nothing else really does. Yeah, poison's pretty scary. I can't cure it. We're slowly gonna die. But most of these people don't matter, again. This entire chapter is basically summed up with, if people die, as long as they're not Claude, it's okay. This is just a battle that we really want to try to start to get stock some experience. And Domingo does have healing. He's got a couple herbs. Nick's got an herb. Apis got poisoned again. Actually. Okay. Wow. Claude leveled with 1 experience. Don't I have a heat axe in this battle? No, the heat axe drops in the mushroom battle. Alright, we're going to allow stock to kill that. Yeah, you remembered right using blaze from the heat axe. That is, yeah. But since we're sniping that battle now, we're not getting the heat axe. Man, what a difference it makes for all these to be one shots with Claude. Not much of a loss? No. The biggest loss is the halberd and not being able to use bolt. It's a good thing Gates leveled there because his damage surprisingly all of a sudden started to not do enough. Ouch. Actually, I think I'm going to leave Domingo down here. Because Claude should be killing the fizzle balls here soon. Oh, come on! I just don't understand why I can one-shot Minotaurs, ghouls, but I can't one-shot a fizzle ball. Like, oh, come on! Probably gonna let Nick kill the skeleton. Look at that. I can one-shot a Deadlyborn, but I can't one-shot this Fizzle Ball. Because Nick gets Bolt at level 6. My God. Ah! Alright, I don't have shield rings right now, so it's kind of scary. But I think we'll be okay. For this time, I will not make the mistake of attacking Phantom too soon. Oh, he can attack that. Alright, let's do that. Whoa, Apis is in trouble. Alright, now, Prey didn't even have heal 3, so, like, mild problem, but now he's got heal 3. The point of those guys there, just to prevent them from coming down and messing with Claude. It's like so disappointing. Basically, Claude has to attack again, so we probably didn't even need to bother with these, but... God, Claude didn't even get attacked there. Yeah, it's okay, though. I have the Black Ring, and I have the Demon Rod, so I can sell those, so I can buy some Protect Rings now. Alright. And the pain begins. Oh, for sure. But the strategy that Ty helped walk me through is definitely a solid strategy. Edmund is such a tool. Oh, yeah. Boy, I wonder who's in my party that's not supposed to be there, because I feel like Gaiden's way out from where he normally goes. But Claude can still reach the Belial, so that's fine. I mean, his best snipe on this was only moderately faster than just my fastest battle of this. But I've not really been able to replicate my fastest battle for some time. The big thing is I have an open slot on Claude. That way I can get the evil ring so I can sell the evil ring because it's worth a lot of money. Yeah, go ahead and just heal yourself, I suppose. That's what I wanted. Go after Mayfair. Poor Mayfair. No, not poor Mayfair. I find it hard to believe that I was unable to trigger the golems with Domingo's placement. Oh no, leave him alone. 1 health. Always 1. Good puppy. Go up here. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh no! I didn't want to spawn those. It's fine. I actually don't want to put Shriek there. Well, the fire is probably better because its melee would probably hurt a lot more. Yeah, their melee actually deals damage. God. He's doing more damage. Well, to be honest, that's actually perfect. None of these guys matter. None of them are ever going to get attacked. Yeah, it's harsh, but it's fair. This is a little awkward because I'm not really engaging Edmund how I want to, but I also didn't really get the engagement outside that I wanted to either. Oh boy. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's just it's not how we want it, but it's fine. All right, Domingo got outturned and doubled. Well, Claude has a healing seed on him, I'm pretty sure. If Claude doesn't have any healing, then we're in trouble. But Claude should still have that healing seed on him. So I'm gonna, this turn, I'm gonna back Claude off, heal himself. We'll probably need to boost him also because he's got the Protect Ring. Like I said, we're losing a lot of time. The battle did not quite go. I triggered the golems. I didn't want to trigger the golems on the lower half. I messed up that movement there. Yeah. No, like all this fighting up here in the corner is all like extra and unnecessary. But if he heals himself a bunch, well then we could be in a lot of trouble, but we'll see. Well, that was a nice little crit there. I should have just killed this dang Brace Gunner. I didn't think we'd need to because I figured we'd, you know, end the battle before this. Alright, House Grind, if you gotta go, you gotta go. So we lost almost 3 minutes, but the upside there is we have plenty of time to save on a rerun. Alright. Lappa. I always enjoy Lappa art. Well, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. I think it's just this one straight up. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of scary. Well, Shriek's still alive for now. Oh my god, are you joking? Okay. Well, that's really bad. Not only did Shriek outturn all of these upper enemies for some reason, but, couldn't reach him with Claude. I did not have that problem in the practice run. Always 1 hit point. Even though it did 13 to the other one. I suppose this gives us 2 options. We can either save for Claude's hit, or just try to kill the priest, and then there we got Blaze 3 now. I guess we're gonna have to save for Claude's hit. It's kind of annoying. I really don't like the idea of having to save, but... Like, we don't even have a fully boosted Claude because we couldn't reach. And with these Belials up here, like, we're not going to get another turn. The thing is, we have several minutes of resetting before we're still losing time, so this is still faster. If he was freshly boosted, he might have been able to just straight up do enough. But instead, we're just going to be relying on the critical sword to pull us through again. Which I hate. I hate having to do these, but... No! Counterattack! Why not just double? Alright, we only can probably reset maybe 2 more times before we're going to start losing time. Oh my god, that was like... We're going the wrong direction. We are going the wrong way. I can't get over the fact that he could not reach that last turn. I don't know why the enemy didn't move. God, come on, Claude. That was the 4th attack. Come on, let's get the double or the critical, or just do enough damage. I'm sure he probably actually does enough damage. Alright, House Grind. See you back in a bit. There we go. Ugh. Just continuing to lose time. No. Power needs to go to Apis. Apis is tanky and shouldn't be dying. Alright, we're gonna do this battle better than when we did the practice. The problem with the practice was I set myself up so that I could get stuck on the bridge. Because that's the spot. I probably should have just gone ahead and boosted Claude, but it's fine. Well, Randolph's dead. Big double attack. God, Claude, you do plenty of damage. I would really like it if you just did the amount of damage that you're supposed to do. The Demon Masters are not known for their toughness. Oh my god, now the assassins are dodging. Well, Shriek's probably dead. Whale? No, I don't want to do that. I believe that sets up for a really bad freeze. But the sorcerer just took his turn, so... Oh my god! I'm sick of these assassins. Why are they dodging so much? Like, this is seriously ridiculous. Yeah, stock's 100% dead, because these things are dodging worse than bats. It's absurd. Who would have thought that the hardest enemies in the game to hit are stationary targets on top? Oh my god. Nice freeze crit. This is just going. This is a disaster. The assassin's not dead because I can't hit it. Cray is now dead because of a 35 damage freeze crit from the Wyvern. Stock is dead because of a dodge from the assassin. I mean, it's just a disaster. Claude can't kill basic enemies that he should definitely be one-shotting. I need you guys, I need my team to do a little bit, you know, do 30% of what you can actually do, and we'll be fine. But this is pathetic. Now, why is Claude having such a hard time one-shotting enemies? But we still have our powering, we still have some healing. Guys, I swear, if this doesn't do 4 damage, I'm gonna scream. Oh my god. Blaze 1 does 3 damage to these things. You've got to be joking. Oh, for heaven's sake. I've seen Blaze 3 do 17 damage, but it's gonna do 13, so it can leave that enemy at 1 hit point. Alright, whatever. Well, that's going to help a lot. The first map from Book 2. Yeah, you know what? I suppose you're right. I didn't recognize it, but you're actually right. This is actually the first map from Book 2. Because this is Cyprus. I like the Sword of Hyjia. I don't really care for Book 2. I don't like Book 2 because I don't like the way they gimped magic. I like the Game Gear version a lot better. Yeah, Sword is Book 2, but I prefer the Game Gear version. I do not care for the Sega CD version. Well, we had massive gold split territory, but instead we're just going to barely lose time. But, my god, this fight was so horrible. I mean, between Claude not killing a half a dozen enemies, between the double dodges from the assassins, the freeze crit from the wyvern, I mean, we got literally boned on every single turn possible. The split party was a nice way to mix things up. Yeah, no, I really like Sword of Hyjia. It's one of my favorite of the Gaiden games. It might be my favorite Gaiden game, even more than Final Conflict. But in my opinion, it was butchered almost as badly as the Game Gear or the Game Boy Advance remake of Shining Force was butchered. Like, you can't give the bosses double turns and change magic without also then changing enemy hit points. I mean, by the third battle of the game, you have an enemy with 27 hit points, but your people aren't. You're doing like 10 damage. Actually, hold on. All right, see you later, Trevor. 1987. Gosh, it'd be awfully nice if that other executioner would go so that I could get a two-man formation. But it looks like it's not going to, so instead we're going to have this thing go somewhere. Oh good, we still got a two-man formation. It's like, I still do have Yisha. Also, I was going to buy healing seeds for Gaiden so that he could do something, but... See there, it did 15 damage. God, gotta get that 2 attack Domingo. So critical. Go for Nick, that's fine. Dude is tanky. Alright, well done, Yisha. Now you can get blown apart by an enemy. Uh-oh. Well, Cray might be dead. Or, yeah, Cray. I should have probably had Cray cast Boost on himself. His defense is, like, surprisingly low. I enjoy how so many of my team members were out turning these wyverns when, let's face it, they're not really faster. That is a serious hit. It's a shame that nobody else could go, and that she had to then kill. But... with Frabble down, that cuts down so much damage. Oh, thank God you're going after Gaiden. Just reminded me. Okay. Oh God, I just realized this may not kill him. Oh good, it still killed it. Like, God, if that hadn't killed it, that would have been a complete disaster. Why are you going after Cray? He's strong now. Okay, that's quite alright. Those are pretty expendable people. If only Pelly had a son instead of Ken, right? Okay. The stock hatred. I'm probably not going to revive stock. He didn't really get the attack. Alright. Stock doesn't really seem to cut it. I mean, he does fine. He does fine. He really does. He just really probably needed to get a few extra levels in there that we were not quite getting. We're gonna go ahead and revive Yisha. She's great cannon fodder. Yeah, sub 4 is looking pretty good, House of Grind. Actually, hold on. Oh yes, I remember. I wanted to give the running ring to Nick. It's an honest mistake, House of Grind. It's quite alright. I was gonna say, Jiminy Christmas. If he's gonna cast Demon Breath again, I'm gonna be furious. Since Domingo dies so fast as it is, I don't really need him to have the, When do you pick up Randolph? After Edmund's battle. I would love for Claude's first hit to just be on the evil monster, but the evil bishop's really scary. See what I mean? Isha's great, great fodder. No, she's no honorary. But as compared to Wendy, you know, she gets Blaze 3, so like Blaze 3 is really, really powerful. Oh my god! Of all the people to miss, that is literally the worst person to miss. God. I mean, Claude has done everything in his power to make this run slower. He has missed way too many times. He has not killed things that he should kill. And here he is missing this boss. God, dude. Is there any reason why you're like, oh, I'm just gonna miss? Oh! Never even seen this evil monster dodge. And yet, here we go. God, it's so frustrating. I mean, Claude is almost all of my damage. I just attacked the wrong thing. I'm so flustered right now. I'm attacking the wrong enemy because I have to move my people away from the Skull Knights, or the assassins that are going to start moving. Well, Shriek is probably about to die. God, imagine if we had another 40 damage onto this thing. Nope. And why is he casting so much Bolt 3? You know, he does attack from time to time. I have seen him attack. This is so frustrating. Oh, good. You countered on a Skull Knight. Wonderful. What I need you to do, pal, is not miss again. I mean, we may end up killing it without Claude. No, because I can't put Domingo. Domingo outturned one of those assassins, so. Oh my god. I mean, we were minus 10 minutes, and now we're down to minus 5. I mean, we should probably still get this sub 4, but god. We've just lost time at every opportunity that we're relying on Claude. I actually can't put... I need to put Nick up here. Aleph doesn't really match Henri. I mean, Aleph can match Henri, but Bolt's so expensive that you don't. It doesn't really like balance out. I mean, Henri in the late game can cast 7 or 8 freeze 4s. Aleph will only ever get 4. Maybe Tyron? Oh, for heaven's sake. Why does everything always have to have 1 hit point? Boy, I do not like the idea of putting gates here, but... Henri, the best magic user in Shrine Force 1? Yeah, like, hands down. Well, if I put Cray over here, that'll be fine. We really gotta kill this evil bishop. No one can match her defense. Actually, Aleph gets better defense by a pretty wide margin. Henri gets her defense right away, but Henri is not the tankiest mage. Oh, good. Not hitting gates. That was my big concern. No, Domingo is not either. You really need to look at my character guide. Oh, come on! I'm tired of these dodges! Oh, good, it's going after Claude. Alright, we're gonna just use the Atlas Axe again. Only Cray was affected by the Demon Breath, and Cray is not. It's fine. Well, that counterattack's all kinds of scary. I'm really worried about Cray dying. But I'm also worried about this healer coming down here. It's really kind of scary, actually. Alright, well that counterattack is promising. Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! That was unexpected. That is one way to get it done. Oh, man. Well, we got the sub 4. But now we just need to have a run that doesn't lose 5 minutes. But that was the first full run with these new strats, so there's obviously a lot that can still be improved upon. With the alliance of Guardiana, how many Claude snafus did we have? I mean, the Edmund battle, that was my mistake. The one Claude snipe was Claude. Geppel was poor because I just got unbelievably unlucky. Some really unfortunate dodges late in the run that really were painful. I mean, anytime